Anything Greek exists. Romans is for me. Grandpa, do you want to watch a football match with you? It's Austria-Hungary. Against who? Broke up corporate monopolies. Expanded the American empire. Founded the national park system. Hunted exotic animals. The United States signing treaties with the Native Americans. No one. French royalty in the 18th century. Greek philosophy in a nutshell. Why? Why? Oh, that's why. Vikings if they saw the flags of the Nordic countries today. John Montagu, 4th Earl of Sandwich. A piece of meat between two slices of bread. Broke college students. Europe. Asia, Africa, South America, North America, Oceania. Anyone. So, I have this problem. Freud, you were dreaming about your mother, weren't you? Germany signing treaties in the 30s. When you turn a politician into an open-minded person. The sniper. Denmark surrenders to the Germans 2 hours after their invasion begins. The 26 Danish soldiers that dies, just so the government could say they tried. When the British draw borders, you'll be a straight line. I saved all the books of the Library of Alexandria. Now let's end every war on Earth. There is war on Earth? When your nation gets invaded, its artifacts stolen, and its resources exploited, but you get civilized in the process. What can I say except you're welcome? I love honey, but you know what I don't love? Protestants. What is your name? Louis. You're hired. Kingdom of France. Near Molotov. All my home is near to Molotov. Julius Caesar. Roman senators. Imagine no possessions or violence. Sang the millionaire who abused women and neglected his child. Heaven in most religions. Heaven in ancient Egyptian mythology. The decline and fall of the Roman Empire. Read it to me again, Daddy, I just love happy endings. 14-year-old girls, only people of color can be the victims of prejudice and discrimination. Slavs and the Irish, am I a joke to you? Who would start an amphibious invasion of France at 3 AM? Oh boy, 3 AM. America is blue. But it can be bluer. Germany in March 1939. Guten Tag, I'm taking over Prague. This is my boomstick. This is outrageous. It's unfair. Athens. Please, I can explain. Thebes. You only got sacked by Rome. I was destroyed for 20 years. Corinth. Destroyed? I literally ceased to exist for a century. Sparta. You guys survived antiquity? POV. You're a third world country, and you said you didn't want to be a puppet. If it weren't for America, France would be speaking German. Sir, if it weren't for France, American wouldn't be a country. The mother of all spoilers. The entire world congratulating Britain for abolishing slavery. Britain abolishing slavery, so more people could buy their products. USS Wisconsin. 6-inch artillery from a North Korean bunker. USS Wisconsin firing a full 16-inch salvo. 300 Spartans. Thermopylae in popular media. The rest of the 7,000 Greek army. The Persians who had built their empire over a century and overcame logistical and financial challenges to raise and invade Greece with a 70,000 strong army. Austria-Hungary declaring a war against a minor Slavic nation. Austria-Hungary after the war. 1999. Producer, you want to wear helmets in public? Why? Daft Punk, do not question the helmeted ones. America, I can explain. You made me wait 7 years for independence. 7 years. It took us 300 years and a mofo in sandals. You guys are free. Spain, it's 4 PM. Time for my daily uprising. Yes, Catalonia. Nobody. European powers in 1914. I paid for the whole alliance, I'm gonna use the whole alliance. Allies in the Pacific at 100% strength. Allies in the Pacific at 99% strength. POV. You are a Troy inhabitant and the Greeks give you a giant wooden horse. Nothing suspicious about it, no need to be alarmed. I've got the clothes from every career I've ever had. You served in Rhodesia? You haven't? Average sword fan. Average pike enjoyer. No, you cannot just collapse my stable dictatorship I ruled with an iron fist that lead to industrialization and economic prosperity. Haha, revolution goes vive Mexico pew pew. Soviet pilot. Passenger plane. This definitely looked like a spy plane. Castro exists. The CIA. Commander. Do something violent. Jackie Kennedy. Marilyn Monroe. Napoleon escaped from Elba. Panic. He's just with 600 soldiers. Calm. It's Napoleon with 600 soldiers. Panic. Night Corps. Night Corps. Giving the Third Estate more power. Louis XVI. Giving them more seats, knowing that each estate only gets one vote. Louis XVI. We'll sell Netflix for $50 million. Blockbuster. American finding out that Congress passed the Metric Conversion Act, which declared metric as the preferred system of the US. US, will you sell us California, Nuevo Mexico, and the Rio Grande area? Mexico, no. US, I'm no longer asking. Being known as Matthew Perry, the man that opened Japan. Being less famous than the actor from Friends. Coalition forces after liberating Kuwait in 100 hours with 0.0016% casualty rate. There was no danger at all. Argentine military junta expecting Britain to give up the Falkland to Argentina. Margaret Thatcher. Colonial powers explaining their reasons. Sugar and spice and all things nice. The first blacksmith, when he smelted the first chunk of iron into a sword. Basically, we are about to warp 1,998,700 years ahead in civilization. Whining a battle. The enemy hired Swiss mercenaries. The battlefield is on fire and people are dying left and right. War photographers. Science in the Middle Ages. Literature in the Middle Ages. Hera, right, no more sleeping with mortals, promise, Zeus, promise. Charles Darwin proving his theory of evolution. Queen Victoria being obsessed with chickens. So, you built a wall between us? Yep. Jews exist. Europeans in the Middle Ages. Now this is an Avengers level threat. A 50 megaton atomic bomb that destroys everything in its radius and causes a nuclear fallout. A wooden desk. TikTok teens have made another decree. Skinny jeans are out. Me hoping pantaloons are making a comeback for the 15th fashion cycle. Asia exists. Genghis Khan, and I took that personally. African countries, please don't meddle with our government elections. France, what did you say, colony trash? Baby, I miss you so much. Babe, why are you crying? Because I also miss you. Roman Empire is hopeful. Year of 4 emperors. Year of 5 emperors. Year of 6 emperors. I never thought I'd die fighting side by side with a Spitfire. What about side by side with a friend? Yep, I could do that. Russians were making supersonic capable fighter jets. Russians were making civilian transport. The US. Hey France, can you help us out? France, we are kinda out of money. The US, it's against the British. France, you've got a deal. I won by a landslide. Ha ha ha, you are so innocent. So are you. A new country established near you. Panic. Your army is stronger. Calm. They win in 6 days. Panic. In the name of the Tsar. Power to the people, you imperialist scum. I just wanna go home, man. Will you listen? I don't want to be communist. Soviet citizens. Me too, kid. United Kingdom. A song written for a French king's butt. Is this a national anthem? Arabs in 1973 attack Israel for the third time. Israel, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Germans destroying Soviet armored vehicles. Soviets making more than 100,000 of them. Black people in the 60s. Can we have equal rights? White people in the 60s. Wouldn't that make you a communist? Me wanting to go home. Alexander wanting just one more city to have his name. Some of you may starve, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. The Axis advancing through Africa. Some Australian guys holding an important port city. USS Wisconsin, after flattening a small North Korean gun battery with a full 16-inch broadside. Almost lost my cool there. Germans. The Allies have lost of tanks and assets in southeast England, so they'll probably invade through Pas de Calais. The Allies. German Cabinet Makers Guild bans Christian Martin from making guitars. Christian Martin. I go to America. European settlers. Native Americans. The 90s were so great, weren't they? Me, a Yugoslav. Pharaohs claim to be the sun god. King Louis XIV. Indigenous people minding their business. Colonialists. I got you a present. You shouldn't have. I made it myself. You shouldn't have. An atomic bomb. Students during the Cold War. A wooden school desk. Me using a fork to eat. 14th century Europeans. So uncivilized. It is time to go. Was I a good Brazilian monarch? No. I'm told you were the best. When your French girlfriend asks you to treat her like a queen. Misko I. We need to ally with Bohemia, but there's one requirement. We must convert to Catholicism. Poles, but we like our current gods. Misko I. I said we Christian now. 1772. Poland. Okay, we will give you land, but there won't be more partitions. You promise? Russia. Yeah, whatever. No more partitions. I swear to God. Russia. Mining costs in 19th century when they couldn't find more gold in a mine full of rare earth element. Those show you the power of the Pope. We saved the world in half. A small Latin American nation holds free elections. Not my problem. They elect a socialist. Now, it's my problem. History in movies. What actually happened? Please enjoy this gift of a very large, normal looking wooden horse. Oh mother, shut up. Half of Roman history is the Byzantine Empire. Not the better half. What the French soldiers on the Maginot Line saw when they turned around. Guten Tag. Kid on Halloween. I'm a witch. People in the 1400s, we used to beat people up for saying things like that. I'll have a city foundation in Persia. How original. And I'll call it Alexandria. Daring today, aren't we? Austro-Hungarian Empire in 1918. Let's split up, gang. Caesar, I can trust you, Brutus. Right, Brutus? When you make a soda company the 10th largest navy in the world for some carbonated beverages. Reporter, so, Mr. Delina, how many banks have you robbed, John Delina? Yes. What clothing companies think men want to dress like? What men actually want to dress like? Mao asks for feedback. People actually gives him feedback. Mao, you weren't supposed to do that. Thank you for watching this video. Tune in at 5 PM British time for a video of changing topic. And at 7 PM for daily juicy memes. Check out my Discord server using the link in the description. Also be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you didn't already.